Good morning, guys. What is going on? We are out here on the boat, just Viktor and I, and we have been trolling for about maybe 4 minutes. And what we're doing today is we put out little crappie jigs, and we're trying to catch a little bullet bonita, which I'm pretty sure I just caught. And we're gonna put out these little live baits and hopefully catch. We would love a wahoo. The full moon is tomorrow, and that's normally when the wahoo bite right out of Hillsborough Inlet. But I'll take anything that wants to eat this thing today. So here it is, just like I thought, a little bullet bonita. And I'm gonna hand this to Viktor, and he's gonna hook it up for us.
So the key with these things is trying to keep them alive. These are really fragile baits. They don't stay alive in a live well. And you basically got to put them out as soon as you catch them. So Brook and I really got to work as a team. And now what we have here is a triple hook rig. So I have 3 big treble hooks, okay? Because most of the fish that are going to try to eat this thing have teeth, and you want to get them when they first strike it. So let me show you here in a second. So look, we got 1 in the front and then 1 on each side of them.
I'm going to put the boat in gear and get us moving. Honestly, I want nothing to do with hooking those things. Viktor has 3 treble hooks on that rig. 9 hooks, and that's just too much for me to try to not get into my fingers. So I let Viktor do that part.
So the whole thing with this is we want to keep water going past his gills. So we're always going to have the boat either just in idle, and then from time to time we're going to put it in neutral just to give him some time to relax, kind of get down, because if you drag him for too long of a period without giving him a break, he'll die.
The only unfortunate thing with using bullet bonitas as bait is you ideally would like to catch more than 1 at one time, but we only got that 1, and you can't put these baits in the live well. So it's not like I can stock up on them and catch like 5 or 6 or something and then be able to go fishing. If you put them in the live well, they're not gonna live. If I had tuna tubes or something like that where water is constantly shooting past their gills, then we could get a few and then go out and fish. So unfortunately, we only caught that 1 that time, so now we're gonna have to fish this 1 bait until hopefully we catch a fish on it. You can't also have the crappie jigs out trying to catch more while you're doing this because you are trolling too slow, so you'll never end up catching one. We have an absolutely beautiful day out here. I'm not joking when I tell you that every day I feel like I look at the wind finder app and it's like 5-foot seas, 6-foot seas, 7-foot seas, and today we finally have a nice calm day. So
Oh. He got real nervous. Put it in neutral, put it in neutral, put it in neutral. He just got hit for sure.
Oh yeah, baby.
Well, here, take it. Feed it to him if he needs it. We just got a hit. I just handed the rod off to Brook. Is it taking line?
Oh yeah, that's him. Alright guys, so first bait out of the day. I think I got something small, maybe a little kingfish or something. It didn't really take any line, but it's definitely something there.
I think it's going to be a barracuda. Is that a cobia? It's a shark.
A shark? That's why it ate so weird. Gosh darn it. What is it? It's not, what are those ones?
Sharp nose.
It's not a sharp nose shark. It's like a little fillet or something. Oh, now he wants to fight. Really? Well, it's unfortunate to waste your beautiful bullet bonita on a little shark, but we're gonna put the jigs back out. So get all 3 rods back out. I'm gonna turn around because now I'm in like 190 feet of water, where I'm looking to be more like in 100 where I caught that last one. So now we're gonna troll in and hopefully we catch 2 this time instead of 1. But that didn't take us very long. You know, at least we got some action. Viktor said we gotta start somewhere, and I guess that's true. This one took a little longer to catch. It's always funny when you come out here and you catch a fish immediately, you have like these really high hopes where you're just like, it's gonna be like this all day long. But this one probably took maybe, what, 25 minutes, Vic, to finally catch another bullet bonita?
Yes.
This was on the long one, and if you're wondering how we control 3 at the same time without getting tangled, we have 1 out really far, 1 kind of midway, and then 1 pretty close to the boat.
Very careful, as Brook said. 3 treble hooks means 9 total points, And yeah, you don't want to be attached to this guy while he's squirming around. So get him in. Woo!
Good one?
Very good one. You can always tell when you first put your bonita in how lively he is. And the reason that fish like these so much is because they just put out a crazy vibration. Fish not only, you know, they don't just smell, but they can feel so much more in the water. I feel like vibrations are exaggerated so much more in the water than as humans, you know? We hear, we smell, but fish really feel what's around them.
While we are waiting on our next bite, I'm going to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, which is Element. Element is an electrolyte drink mix that Victor and I have been drinking for the last 3 months, and we absolutely love it. Unfortunately, one of my biggest character flaws is I have a hard time drinking enough water, which leads to me always having headaches because I am dehydrated. Now, Element has helped a lot in that department because one, it's an electrolyte supplement, so I am getting those electrolytes, but also I am finally drinking enough water and it tastes really good. Now, I have a pretty active lifestyle, whether I'm on the boat, fishing all day long, in the hot sun, sweating. Florida is a very hot place, or if I'm going to the gym, going on a bike ride, I have now implemented Element into my life, and it has helped me a lot. It not only makes drinking water a lot more fun because it tastes good, but I'm also getting those electrolytes.
The thing I love about it is I don't get seasick often, but when I do, it's almost always because of two things. I'm either sleep deprived or dehydrated. Whenever I drink this stuff, it takes away that dehydration feeling. Staying hydrated on a boat is a game changer when it comes to feeling sick.
Element has everything you need and nothing that you don't. That means no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, no fillers, no BS. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Element is offering you guys a free sample pack. All you have to do is cover the cost of shipping, so you guys can try it out too. You can go to drinkelement.com/BrookCrist, or I will have a link in the description. Right now, I'm gonna mix up Victor and I's favorite flavors. Mine's the raspberry and Victor's is the watermelon, and let's get back to fishing.
Yes.
Cheers!
Cheers! Oh, that's it. He caught it. He caught it. Here, get it. Just, I'll feed it back to him. He definitely... So Brook just got another hit. Rod doubled over, right, babe?
It doubled over, and then oh yeah, he came back. Maybe he took like half of it first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Maybe he took like half of it first and then came back for the other half, or maybe missed it or something the first time.
That's a good one, babe.
Oh,
that's no shark.
Woo, good thing. So today, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like kind of storm clouds out west. That today, this afternoon, the rainstorms are supposed to come. So Victor and I were hoping that we could catch some fish earlier in the day so we can get in before the rainstorms come. He's coming towards me.
You can go up, move it over now.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm going to guess it's a kingfish, which is perfectly fine. Oof,
I'm really making you work for this.
You can take a line.
That's a good fish.
Heck yeah, baby. It's always a gamble not knowing how these fish are going to be hooked. So you always want to just let them do what they want to do.
Especially with the treble hooks. I see color.
Yeah?
Yep. Long.
Long and silver?
Yep.
Oh, it's freaking big.
Yep.
We're gonna make another circle around the boat. Oh, it's a king.
Yep.
It's a nice king.
Yep.
You want to get the gaff ready?
He's definitely making us work.
He got pretty close to the boat, then made another run. But he's definitely tiring out. He's a nice, what, 20-pound king?
Oh yeah.
17, 18. And the funny thing is I already have a recipe in my head. I told Victor last night that I had a certain recipe in my head, and this is gonna do. All right, you ready?
Yeah. One more swing around here. We got all the time in the world. He's not going anywhere. This is not Jupiter. There's no sharks. You just enjoy it.
Wait till I get close to that swivel. Oh, crap. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Ready?
Nice job, Vic.
Thanks.
Hey, he's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's a good one. Good job, Brookster.
Good gaff.
Thank you.
So he had, as you guys know, 3 hooks. This one actually just got in him as he was flopping on the boat. But he only was actually hooked with 1 hook. You see that? Just one hook.
Yeah, 1 of the 9.
1 out of 9. Let me flip him. Oh!
That's all it took.
Did you see that?
Yep, that's
I
all it took.
rotated him and the hook came out. That is why you never want your line to get loose on a fish, because you could just lose him. He literally, I turned him over and the hook came right out of his mouth. Here is our first good eating fish of the day. We didn't want to keep that shark. I don't even honestly know what kind of shark that was. If you guys know what kind of baby shark that was, comment down below. But got ourselves a nice, probably 20-pound kingfish here. They got some sharp teeth. One thing that I always try to do is wear boots on the boat. You guys always see me wearing these boots. And everyone, if you don't know, now you know. This is why. You never want to be barefoot in a boat with this guy flopping around, or a wahoo, or anything else that has some crazy teeth. Because I've heard stories about them taking people's toes off, so always want to be careful. It's a nice fish. Didn't take us too long. Came out to do what we wanted. Would have liked him to have some stripes on there, but a kingfish will do too. Kingfish is one of those fish that when they get really big, their meat gets a little mushy. But this size, he's still gonna be good enough to fillet up and cook on a pan or whatever else you wanna do with them. People kind of put their nose up to kingfish, but I think it's just because they don't know how to cook it, because kingfish can be delicious. So, again, same thing again. You already know, gotta get those crappie jigs back out.
All they caught?
That rod is like touching that tip.
Ow.
Put me in neutral now. That first one we caught in like 100, and then the other 2 have been in like 60, 70 feet of water. So once we get this in, gonna get it back out. What do you think, Vic? Is it gonna rain on us today?
No, I think we're gonna catch one more fish and we'll be good to go. What are you getting, eaten?
I don't know.
He was just a fighter. He's no bigger than the other ones. Gotcha. Whoa, that would have been close. Come on, buddy. Okay, he's good.
Fingers crossed we catch something other than a kingfish. I don't want to jinx it by saying a different species, but a lot of the times you can almost like guarantee that you're going to catch kingfish doing this, but there's always the hopes that you're going to catch something different, something along the lines of a wahoo. Come on, Vic, catch a fish.
I'm doing it for you, babe.
Vic, catch
This is
a
the
fish.
one. This is the one.
I don't know what the heck is up with Pompano Beach, but we have friends who are fishing up north and it's like flat calm there. And here it is windy and choppy, but the wind has definitely picked up. No rain, luckily, but I think we're gonna call it a day. So I will see you guys back at the dock to fillet up this kingfish. We just finished up washing the boat. It has rained and stopped raining about 15 times since we have been home. So let's hope it doesn't start raining while we're doing this. So first thing I'm gonna start with is just a nice cut by the head. All the way up like this. He's a thick boy, isn't he?
He's been eating his cereal.
He's thick.
He's been taking his protein.
He's not very long, but he's thick. Sometimes I feel like you catch kings and they're a little wimpy, huh? Okay, so now I'm working from the tail towards the head. Just glide in my knife down the spine. All the way up to that first cut that I made. Now I'm basically just going to keep repeating that same kind of line, but going deeper in. You just want to make sure your knife is riding along those bones. And basically what I'm trying to do is make it all the way to the backbone. And once I do that, I'm actually going to rotate this fish around and do a little work from the belly side. So I'm pretty sure I made it to that backbone. So spin them around. Now I'm trying to not get my knife very deep because I don't want to cut guts. And now, because there's like no bone structure there. Now I'm going to find bone structure again once I get here. And the same thing. Now I'm working my knife. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is the biggest kingfish I've ever filleted. I'm kind of trying to treat it like a wahoo. I'm thinking I got it mostly released, and this baby I think is just gonna slide off of here. Maybe a couple more just above that spine. Yeah, okay. Ready? Oof.
Beautiful.
Hey, I was a little worried, then that's pretty good. What do you think?
Very good.
I missed just like this little tiny bit right here over the belly. A tip that I learned is that if you take your knife and you wipe it on the meat, it just takes that blood off, because you never want to spray your fish off with fresh water, especially not a kingfish. So you take that tip of the knife and it just gets that blood off for you. So kingfish are a relatively bloody fish. They got a decent bloodline in them, and as most fish have, they got pin bones, and the pin bones go to about here. So instead of just cutting out those pin bones, I'm actually going to cut out this entire length of bloodline. So I'm going to cut along those bones, and the bloodline runs down the length of the fish. So there's one side. Oh. Okay. Set that right there. Same thing on this side. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never met a kingfish that I didn't enjoy. Like I said on the boat, people put their noses up to it. But I think if you get a nice fresh fish, it's not a fish you can freeze, and you cook it right, I think it's very enjoyable. Kingfish also have very, very thin skin. Attempting to get all the skin off in one go on this, I'm gonna say, is like near impossible. So I'm going to do it into smaller sections. So let's say we'll do this in like 3 sections. So we got one like this and one like this. Make sure you're trying to stay slightly above the skin so that you're not cutting through it. And there you go. Kingfish, ready for the kitchen. I'm gonna finish this all up and then I will see you guys in the kitchen. I actually didn't mention this, but today is actually St. Patrick's Day. So my mom is making the traditional corned beef and cabbage. So we're gonna be eating that for dinner tonight, but hopefully we eat this kingfish tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, welcome back to the kitchen. So you know how I said on the boat that I had a recipe in mind ready for this kingfish, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to switch it up just a little bit because Victor ran to the store for me while I was at home getting things ready, and I wanted to make spring rolls, which is like that clear rice paper wraps. And he said there weren't any at the local Publix. So instead, we are going with egg rolls. So we're kind of switching it up a little bit. I also don't want to fry these, so I'm going to be baking them. So there's a lot of new things that I'm trying tonight, so fingers crossed it turns out well, but I think it's going to. So the first thing that we're gonna do is get our kingfish seasoned up and then start pan frying these bad boys. I already chopped them up into like smaller pieces, but when I go to put them in the egg rolls, I think I'm gonna kind of try to just like mash it up. It's not gonna be pretty, but let's hit them with some salt, some fresh cracked pepper, garlic powder, and lastly, coriander. This one doesn't like to shake as well. So now I'm going to flip these and season the other side the same way. All right, so we got our pan over here on medium heat. I got some vegetable oil in there and a little sesame oil. We're putting our fish in now. And we're going to fill this pan up as much as we can. Time to flip. This is not very glamorous, but these are finished and I'm gonna put them in this bowl because like I said, I'm gonna kind of break it up into pieces so that I can put it in those egg rolls. As we have our first batch of kingfish cooling down, I just broke it all up. We're going to work on our vegetable mixture. So we have some carrots in here, some daikon radish, and then spring onion. And then in here is 1 head of garlic and about the same amount of ginger. So we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna add a little soy sauce to our vegetable mixture.
So good.
Nice and fresh, huh? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm picturing with this. That they're gonna just be like really nice, fresh egg rolls. What do you think, Vic?
Yes.
I mean, you're not deep frying them, so it's not like you're biting into like something oily. So I think it's gonna be more like a fresh kind of vibe. All right, so I just tested out two, because like I said, never done this before. So we're gonna take our egg roll wrap, and the directions on the package say to do it diagonally. So we're gonna take like a spoonful of this, and we're gonna go diagonally. So this seems to have worked in those first two that I did. And then just put a little bit of our veggie mixture in there. Fold in the first side, fold in the side, the other side, and then finish it with a roll. And then we're gonna put it on this baking sheet. Just like that. Now do it another, I don't know, 20 times. All right, so I just finished up 14 of the egg rolls. They were actually very easy to make, and I was eating some of the kingfish as I was doing it, and it's absolutely delicious just like this, so I know these are gonna be really good. So now I'm gonna take a little sesame oil and brush it onto these. Go in the oven.
Okay, so has everyone tried their egg rolls?
Oh yeah.
Really, really good. Packed with flavor, crunchy. It's really good.
Yeah, I've never had a fish egg roll before, and they're pretty killer. Yeah, good job, guys.
That's all Brook. Brook's creation.
the salad dressing was delicious, the rice was delicious, and what an interesting recipe. I never had a fish egg roll before. It was very interesting and delicious.
My favorite way to eat kingfish so far, or maybe a lot of different fish. It's so good. Delicious, love it.
Just when I think, or I can't get more unique with the meals, she just keeps blowing my mind. Another excellent choice. Everything went together perfectly. Super crunchy, flavorful. Just, I'm at a loss for words. Well done, Brook. Thank you.
This is definitely the coolest way I've ever eaten kingfish. You got your egg roll, and then stuffed in there, look at all that steam. You got your carrot, daikon radish, soy, so many different flavors, the ginger, the garlic. But we got two little dipping sauces. We have the sweet red chili, and then this little soy, just like a soy sesame that Brook made with vinegar, and it is killer. If you guys are one of those people that don't like kingfish, I think it's too fishy, you gotta try it into something like this. Don't put your nose up to it. It is delicious, and Brook killed it with this one.
To tell you the truth, I was a little nervous about doing this recipe because I've never done it before, but I feel like I could probably make you guys like the same few recipes every single time, but I'd probably really annoy myself doing that, so I always try to think of new things. If I go out to eat and I try something, I'm like, could I do this with fish? I'm always trying to come up with something different to keep it new and exciting. And this was absolutely delicious, and it was relatively easy, so I recommend you guys giving it a try. And again, kingfish is not a trash fish. You just have to know how to cook it. And even just sauteed in the pan before we put it in these things, it was delicious. Thank you again to Element for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to go to drinkelement.com/BrookCrist or click the link in the video description if you're interested in trying out a sample pack of Element. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.